Seeing the world with me, myself, and I.
To just sort of be on your own and take care of yourself, it builds a lot of confidence.
All that and more because Daytime, presented by California Closets, starts now. Once upon a time, long ago, I took a road trip by myself from California to Utah for a hiking and spa retreat. If you haven't vacationed by yourself, I highly recommend it, and my next guest agrees. She hosts the show on Amazon Prime, Me, Myself, and the World, The Art of Solo Travel, and we're happy to welcome Pamela Holt to our studio.
Hello.
Hi, did you come by yourself?
I did. I solo traveled to Tampa.
I solo traveled to Tampa. This is great. I'm all for it, obviously. What got you into it?
Oh my gosh, I started solo traveling when I was 19. I took my first trip to Japan, and I was kind of hooked from there. I had traveled a lot with my family formerly, and I loved the freedom and the independence. It was mesmerizing to me that I could do what I want when I wanted.
Same with me. And what about the benefits? Because that part surprised me. I thought it would be fun, but there were a lot of things that were great that I didn't expect.
Yeah, I think some of the benefits are for sure confidence. Especially as you're growing up, you rely on the security of friends and family, and to just sort of be on your own and take care of yourself, it builds a lot of confidence. I really recommend it, especially for a lot of women who have relied on husbands and children and whatever that is to just kind of get out. It's really exciting.
And we see you get out to all sorts of wonderful places on your show. Where do you take us on this show?
At first, we go to Bali. There's a couple episodes there, and I get to do really fun, random things that I would never normally do. Things like batik art painting, which comes from the island of Java next door, as well as a cooking class. I am not a cooker. I know how to heat and order. As well as we head on to southern Vietnam, the Mekong Delta, Ho Chi Minh City, formerly known as Saigon.
And you meet such fascinating people along the way. Isn't that one of the best parts of it?
It is. Someone sort of explained this to me. When you travel solo, your circle is open, waiting for someone to complete it. When you're with someone, our circle is finished.
Right.
And so your circle is open, and you're open to new food, new experiences, meeting new people, which honestly, when you think back over all your vacations, you don't remember the specific place, but you remember the people you met and the experiences you had, and solo travel opens you up to that.
So true. So how would you recommend someone get started? Someone who may be going, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, if you want, you could try some AI travel planning. And if you put into AI that you want to solo travel, I have a 3-day trip in Tampa, or I have a 15-day trip in Southeast Asia, AI will give you suggestions as a solo traveler.
Okay, wait. I don't know anything about AI, except that it stands for artificial intelligence. Beyond that, I'm like novice. So I don't, what is it? Where do you find it? Is it an app? I mean, I'm sorry, I know nothing.
Yeah, you can find it online. You can find it on an app. I use GuideGeek, Roam Around, iPlan. These are all travel planning AI, and what it basically does is AI gathers everything that's ever been on the internet and regurgitates it into a travel plan. AI doesn't, as far as I know, think for itself. It just is a culmination of everything that's been on the internet since the beginning of the internet.
Okay.
When you put into, say, ChatGPT, or I use GuideGeek, I say, hey, GuideGeek, can you help me plan a solo...
You talk to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I talk into my phone.
Okay.
And I say, hey, GuideGeek, can you plan a 3-day solo travel trip to Tampa? And it suddenly told me all these great things, like Riverwalk and a place to eat that I'm going this evening. And now you can go into AI and say, I'm a family of 5, or I'm a solo traveler, or one of the things I'd like family friendly or eco travel. And then once it gives you an itinerary, you can further go in and say, all right, I really like what you did, but I'd like it to be cheap.
Oh, okay. So besides using AI, what are some other pro tips from a solo traveler?
Yeah, especially for first-time travelers, if you really kind of want to get your feet wet, I say go on maybe a tour, and then on the tail end, maybe two days on your own. You've already gotten the lay of the land, and do those 2 days on your own, and then the next time maybe do 5 days on your own.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, exactly. There's also companies like Flashpack that use or that do solo travel trips as a tour.
I did not know that.
That's a really nice. You have major companies like Royal Caribbean and Celebrity actually making solo cabins now on the cruises, on the ships.
It's catching on.
It is.
What do you bring? Are there any must-haves for a solo traveler to keep in mind?
Yes. Number one, pack your wits. It sounds
it's
so
true.
Basic.
You're by yourself. You need to be smart.
Yeah, and a lot of people, their mind goes on vacation when they go on vacation. You just got to pay attention. Something I do is, I had this cute little bracelet made, and it has a medical symbol. So it basically inside it says, you know, if found, return to.
Okay.
And if you have allergies, you can list it, and it's cute. It's not like the typical ID bracelets.
Right. Thank you, Pamela.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here. And you can watch Me, Myself, and the World on Amazon Prime. And for more solo travel tips, she's got many more to share. You can go to Pamela's Instagram at Pamela Holt.